Good afternoon, folks. This is Darth the Rabbit 07 coming to you today with a very windy Wednesday where we're at here in Western North Carolina. Mail call pickup on the back deck of Solitude. I just love it out here, especially when the weather's nice. Got some more Rise of the Beast stuff in. The first figure up on the turntable is my least favorite of the two that came in today. Thanks again to HASBRO Pulse for sending it out so quickly. And if you hadn't done so, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Thanks again to all those who have done so. Let's get this out here and take a closer look. Thanks again for watching. First up on the turntable, we have none other than the Rise of the Beast, number 100 in Studio Series, Bumblebee. And this looks kind of neat. If this is the actual what we're going to see in the movie, color me pretty excited. We just had a lot of these in the series so far of the 100 figures. I bet you we have at least about 20 Bumblebees in here, and this one looks to be the most promising of the bunch. I can't wait to get this guy out of the box. It's another officially licensed GM, and we're not going to go too much into the story or anything. You can do that on other people's channels if you want to. We got the more of that plastic-free packaging going on, and a more zoomed-out shot of Bee on the box. And let's not forget to zoom in closer for those looking in store. Pause and scan here to find your number 100 Studio Series Rise of the Beast Bumblebee. Let's see what all the buzz is about. Thanks again for watching my channel. So what all comes in the box? I'm going to start off with this backdrop, since it is a new movie and we got some new scenery that gets blown around here in the wind here. We have a look at, looks like to be a lava field and the desert and some jungle in the background off there in the distance. So that's kind of neat. This will still go in the garbage when I get done with the review pretty much. You can put your figures on here in the front, and it does say Rise of the Beast right there. Bee does come with this nicely printed set of instructions. You see all the goods. It comes with 2 accessories, a sword and a gun, and how they can store in robot mode and be put on the robot mode. You go through there and you get him into vehicle mode. A nice looking CAMARO, Outback ruggedized CAMARO, in about 23 steps. So there is that, guys. I just really do like how clear that is there. A quick and close look at the accessories show off that this is an unpainted sword that goes on the left arm. Thankfully a painted gun arm like all the Bumblebees seem to come with of late, cast in yellow but painted accordingly. And of course the Bumblebee that saved the Transformers franchise, looking pretty impressive first impressions in robot mode on the turntable there. I can't believe I actually like this. Now the thing I don't like about this is how they want you to store the weapon storage there on the back, but I'm even okay with this on the back acting like really good big stabilizers there. And with all that junk hanging off his trunk in the back end, I'm hoping that the articulation doesn't suffer as much. Let's go ahead and get on into that. As we pick him up and get him a little bit close here, we can see he's got nice ankle rocker and some movement there. Not much, front to back, tiptoe down, but definitely got the rockers. He's got like a locking joint there at the knee, and you can get about that much articulation there. He can kick all the way up that high and far going forward. Nice, looks like uniform rims. We'll look at that more closely in robot mode. He can go back this far, and maybe, nope, it's kind of limited. So I mean, you can get that much going back that way with the leg bent. He does have waist articulation, so you can get some other poses there, and you can wiggle things as you need to. Going up to his arms, you can get all the way around on a ball, but like it's really tight. I'm just kind of afraid that if it's that cheap plastic, it's just gonna bend it and that kind of stuff. You can get out to the side there. You got a elbow swivel along with the hinge there at the elbow. Kind of worried with that material there, it might snap and break if you don't be careful with it. And nothing at the wrist. That is not cool at all. I just really get aggravated with that. He's got some bobbly wobbly going on, and it's kind of loose on mine, but he does get all the way around. And a 3, nope, you can't get all the way around. You can go all the way back around that far. That's about it. So boom, there's that. So you got that little yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, or beep beep click click Dirk, however he does it this movie. Really wish they would just give him his voice and let Dan Gaviezel have back at it, but we're not going to get the voice actors we want for this movie, I am afraid, as we done know that cast pretty much. I don't really care for the tires sticking off the front end here, but I understand why, because they are ruggedized, if you can take a look at that there. And that's about going to do it for robot mode. Let's get him in a weapons pose real quick, guys. And here is B in about a heroic pose as I can get him with the articulation constrictions. It's not really constrictions, it's just really weird. And I really do wish that the budget would stop taking away paint apps on what would be an awesome piece. Still is pretty awesome. I guess you can call it his stinger knife, weapon of doom. The one thing that is unsightly is those awful waffles under his arm. But I do like how this integrates back in to kind of look like it's built into the gun. So with all that said and done, that's about going to do it for B in his robot mode. I really do like what I see here a lot more than what I was anticipating, being it's the 100th in the Studio Series and one of about 20 something Bumblebees. I didn't actually go back and count those up, but if you want to, post those down in the comments down there if y'all know the exact count of Bumblebees we gotten in the Studio Series thus far. I want to say we got Transformers 1 the movie, we got the Revenge of the Fallen version at some point there. I think it had a Sam Witwicky with it. Then we got a Dark of the Moon, some with the mask, some without the mask, and I've just like kind of lost count. I know that number 1 in this series was very, very poor QC riddled issues, and I think that's why they did the other ones and kind of try to do it better. But yeah, like I said, let's get this guy transformed in 3, 2, 1, and there is B in his excellent looking CAMARO mode, off-road wise, until you get back here to the back to where this is how they want you to store the weapon storage on the back end of the car. That's the only time you'll see it like this. But I just wanted to do a quick run around right here. One moment, please. I will try to take a closer look to see if there's a way to get this up inside of here. There's a little cavity there. I don't know if it's going to do anything to hinder it from doing it, but everything, when you do get it right, seems to clean up and lock together really good. And this looks so cool, except for the robot arms hanging out. Just like I wish it could just squish together just ever so bit slightly up to take advantage of that and have the clearance for going down the road, because right now he's going to go across a log and stuff, and it's just like he's got a low rider there. But that back end turned out to be excellent. No lack of paint on this guy, as they used the black, or they molded this black, and it works just awesomely. Like to see that license plate. Oh no, I'm just kidding. Just keep going around on this. I mean, this did clean up really, really good, and I'm so glad that these wheels are uniform and not that nasty, ugly old stuff. So props there, Hasbro, for doing that. I love the roll cage that's added in to make this ruggedized the way it is, and I love the way this front end absolutely looks. You can see his shoulders a little bit there, and then that's how the bottom of it cleans up. We got visible head B staring into the space, and I do like the way that this stores up underneath there. So that's probably what I'll probably pose him with, because he used this more in the other movie, but this is supposed to be a reboot, but we'll see. Feel like we could have had some more paint detail there, but anyway, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. And this is not a bad way to kick off the Rise of the Beast with a really awesome Autobot Bumblebee here. I mean, Bumblebee saved the franchise, and I think that with the release of the 100th Studio Series, that again, B's saving expectations. I mean, anybody that comes up with a third-party kit that has this to where it goes on up and hides up a little bit more further, I'd like to have seen that happen, Hasbro by default, but this is a great deal better. I do like this off-road Bumblebee a whole lot more than I initially let on, and just am shocked at how good this really is here in hand. It feels good, it feels solid. We're going to do those little knocking tests with the plastics, you can if you want to. Let's get him back in the robot mode and give some final thoughts. Thanks again for watching this. Some final thoughts on this new B. This guy really did impress me more than I thought he initially was going to. Kind of wish his eyes were just a touch more of this color here, but for what they did, for all the mistakes that was done with former Bumblebees, I think they really did capitalize on this to make this a standout starting Studio Series figure. What I'm really quite interested to see is how they decide to move forward with the engineering of the MP version. It's inevitable of the Camaro and whatever the versions he has in this movie. I want to say he has his regular version again, that they'll probably try to milk that for all it's worth, but then it'd be neat to see this Off-Road get an MP treatment in the not too distant future, along with all the other cast members of this new movie. I'm really am hoping that this movie doesn't let me down. This figure didn't let me down, and I'm quite pleasantly surprised with this Bumblebee rendition. Thanks again for watching my channel. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks to all those who have done so. I recommend this. Is it a high recommend? It's another Bumblebee, so that's up to you. If you're into Bumblebee and you like this, I mean, yeah, then I guess it would be a high. I still recommend this all the same. As a Rise of the Beast first offering, I really can't fault it, except for the lack of paint there. So that said, y'all have a great week out there. Till all are one, guys. Thanks for watching.